Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes.
Hello. It seems I'm running things solo today. So if anybody wants to come in and come on and join me. Got Deep State Annex and my unfinished journey. Hello, both of you. Today is just bananas, I swear. See here. For the topic today, what do we have for a topic today? National Banana Day. Alright. So, National Banana Day is a bit like a heady mix of April Fool's Day and Halloween, without the trick or treating and vandalism. Well, that's no fun. With a helpful portion of healthy eating thrown in for good measure. So, go bananas on National Banana Day. How to celebrate National Banana Day. Well, wasn't that what you were just telling me? You little day of the week thing? Celebrating National Banana Day, it seems like a great time to get creative and enjoy a big load of fun. Well, that's an innuendo there. After all, there aren't many days in the year where it is allowed to legitimately goof off and also have a little fruit-based fun. Oh, well, this is getting a little X-rated here, I swear. So why not take a banana, leaf out of the student's book and go a little bit at bananas today. Yeah. Jinyu. Banned bananas. Bandana wearing bananas. Well, yes, we have no bananas today. We have no bananas today. We have broad beans like onions, cabbage and onions, and all kinds of fruits and say. We have no fashioned tomatoes, the nice Jersey potato. But yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. I don't know the whole song, unfortunately, but it is from the 1920s, so it's totally within the public domain and singable. Rosanna, Rosa, and Banana. Make a banana treat. One way we can celebrate. Get creative in the kitchen and enjoy what monkeys have known all along. The banana is a fabulous food. They actually don't really eat bananas all that much. And when they do, interestingly enough, when they peel them, they tend to peel them from the other end than what we usually do. A little interesting thing there. Have a banana split, the classic American tradition. The banana split it uses is a 2 halves is a sliced banana, some scoops of ice cream, usually one of each vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Personally, I always just go with the vanilla or personal favorite, the French vanilla or homemade vanilla. Gets something in my throat. And toppings such as hot fudge, whipped cream, nuts, and cherries. Those are all good options. Banana is wearing bandanas. Boy, this is becoming a tongue twister. Bandana is wearing bananas. There we are. Banana bread. Hey, it's one of my favorites. It's also good if you happen to have the older bananas where they are starting to turn brown and kind of gross looking. Perfect for banana bread. Although the same recipe he will bake more quickly when poured into a muffin tin, and there is something special about a dense loaf of warm banana bread, no matter what shape they're in. And this is a great way to use bananas that never gotten in a bit overripe or brown, because overripe bananas are sweeter. Banana flambe. The French Caribbean treat is made from peeled bananas, is half fried in oil, and then coated it with rum and sugar. Oh yeah, rum and sugar is always good. Serve with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, of course. It makes a delightful and dramatic show of a simple food. Chocolate covered bananas. Channel that inner art arrested development and character. Booth family, anyone? Apparently, it was the family of Arrested Development. I've actually never watched the show myself. By freezing some bananas and dipping them into chocolate and nuts. It's too. Yeah, I remember there's this place that they sell these frozen bananas on a stick that are covered in chocolate. Really good. I prefer the dark chocolate myself. Absurd times like these, leaning into the absurdity, he can be acutely cathartic. Yes. Host a banana party. Oh, okay. Now we're starting to get back into the X-rated thing again. Throwing a party for National Banana Day is a great way to observe and celebrate this occasion. And certainly, it's not hard to decorate with the banana theme. Giggity. Just make sure everything is yellow and green. Yeah, sure. Well, if you're yellow and green down there, you might want to go see a doctor. Saying, including paper plates, napkins, balloons, tablecloths, and streamers. For any activity that doubles as a snack, provide a chocolate dipping station, aka a fondue. One of my aunts has like a fondue fountain. It's so good. Or a chocolate fountain where guests can dip slices of banana. For extra fun, supply other items for dipping, such as sprinkles, chocolate candies, or mini marshmallows. Learn fun facts about bananas. They're the atheist nightmare. Hey, Demon Orb, hello. Yeah, this stream is just absolutely bananas today. Banana is technically not a fruit. It's really a berry. This has to do with the fact that the seeds are located inside the flesh rather than on the outside. Because they contain so much of the isotope of potassium 40, bananas are technically radioactive. Yes, actually, I've seen this with a Geiger counter. The good news is that they can't harm a person unless they eat around 700 or more bananas per day for their entire lifetime. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not eating that many bananas every day. Bananas cannot be grown simply from a seed. There's an asterisk on that one. I'll get back to that. Which means they are technically sterile inside. In order to propagate bananas, a pea is from another banana plant. It has to be split, then grown, and sort of like cloning. Well, usually what you'll have are what we are referred to as pups. So you have basically the main bulb, and you'll have like a tendril come out from that main bulb, and you'll produce a smaller banana in the plant. Yeah, pretty much right next to it. You can dig that plant up, cut it off from the main plant, and there you go. You got yourself another banana plant. Now, as for that asterisk, there are still some species of bananas out there that do still have seeds. Most of these are usually grown decoratively. It's like the pink banana, which, let's see here, find a picture of one. Yeah, here we are. That's a terrible picture, but let me see if I can get a little bigger picture than that. Let's see here. And this one's a little bit bigger. Okay. So, the pink banana. And as you can see in the open fruit here, yeah, the thing still actually has its seeds. It's very seedy. And usually this particular variety of bananas is grown for decoration. But you can still eat it. I mean, if you don't mind a bunch of seeds in your banana, it's still edible. It might not be as sweet as our type of bananas that are grown for food, but I think there are actually other colors of bananas as well. Well, for out there. Yeah, purple brought up my son a squishy banana from Walmart. That's nice of her. Alias fake name. Hello. Nice to have you here. The growth of popularity of bananas can be partially attributed to Jules Verne. Interesting. The American author who wrote about the fruit in his book Around the World in 80 Days, which brought them to the forefront of many people's minds. That's a little fact I didn't know. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see here. Day-o, day-o. From 1956, so I can't really do too much more of that one. 30,000 pounds of bananas, 1974. I did at least the first few lines of Yes, We Have No Bananas from 1923. Hello Back Girl, Apples and Bananas. Banana in your fruit basket from 1991. Apple, Peaches, Bananas, and Pears from 1967. The Monkees. Godless Granny. Yes, I know the stream is bananas. I'm having to carry it myself here. I'm running out of bananas to go bananas with here. Yeah, history of National Banana Day. Maybe this will help things up. National Banana Day is a yearly event that is aimed at celebrating bananas in every inconceivable sense of the word, because the banana is certainly a fruit worth celebrating. Giggity. While bananas are believed to have originated in Southeast Asia, mainly in India, they made their way west by Arab uh, conquerors in 327 BC. And eventually, bananas ended up in Europe by the 1870s. Bananas made their way to the Caribbean with missionaries where the banana were originally used for micro crops, which means growing in one crop that helps another crop up to grow. Eventually, though, bananas became a lucrative crop up in their own right. The popularity of banana is in the West grew throughout the late 1800s and early 1900s as they became more affordable and less exotic. Bananas were added to special dishes like the banana split or used in baking recipes like banana bread. Regarding the origin Regarding the origins of National Banana Day, it is known that every year there are students at many prestigious American universities use this National Banana Day as a way of celebrating the humble fruit as a lunchbox standard. On this day, they eat and share their weird and wonderful banana concoctions, banana punch, banana yada yada. They dress as bananas and they generally go a bit, well, nuts. Mm-hmm. So, banana and a couple of nuts now. This whole thing just keeps getting dirty, I swear. And bananas too, of course. National Banana Day is the perfect day to find in solace in this world-renowned fruit that is useful and beneficial on so many levels. Happy National Banana Day. Do we have anything else here? A little timeline. So we got 327 BC. Bananas were brought up from east to west. 1516, banana make a debut in the Caribbean. 1834, mass production of bananas began. 1907, first banana split is made at his restaurant in Williamton, in Ohio. Ernest R. Hazard creates the new ice cream treat, the banana split, which he hoped will attract college students to his shop. I didn't know it was not that long ago, 1907. 1930s, banana bread is invented. Again, I didn't know it was that early. The first banana bread recipe is popularized when baking soda comes on the market in the United States. Okay, I guess that makes sense. So, sure, I could use company. You have the link, or do I need to send it to you on Blue Sky? I put it in Purple's Discord. Yeah, might pop in too. Oh, okay. Hey, more the merrier. So, as you may know, a little thing about bananas is you may have heard of the whole. You have ever noticed how banana candies he's don't really taste like bananas? There's actually a reason for that because those banana candies aren't based on the flavor of the current bananas that we generally eat. They're based on the Gros Michel, which was the banana that we used to grow most commonly commercially until a disease nearly wiped them out to extinction. Nowadays, the one that we eat is the Cavendish banana, which has a different flavor profile. So that's the reason why your candied bananas don't seem to taste like bananas. Unfortunately, the Cavendish has been looking down the barrel of the same fate as the Gros Michel. Though the Gros Michels do still exist. I've been trying to find one of those Gros Michels from my garden. There. Just make sure you have it so you don't have to go hunting around for it. Alright, got this, Granny. I'll send the link to you in Blue Sky. If it wants to load. There it goes. Okay. Yes, that's what I was saying. It's based on the Gros Michel. What we eat, but the bananas that we now eat are the Cavendish. Hello, Stop Stupidity. Hello, God of Bash Incarnate. You know, it might be a little easier to read your name if you capitalize letters that separate the words. Let's see, what was that way of changing the name? Settings. No, I don't have time to look for it right now. Yeah. Yes, you can curse YouTube for taking away your names, giving you a number. See, there's a number right there: 39831. So, see, we covered that banana thing. We covered this banana thing. What else we got here? Open my bookmarks. See what I've got bookmarked here. Sometimes bookmarks or stuff. And we can speak good English now. Let's see here. Okay. Well, I'll save that for a little bit later. Let's see what I can find on the twatters here. What's this? No, that's nothing. Luke Skywalker. That's not really confirmation. Let's see here. Luke Skywalker is gay. Confirmed. Mark Hamill. It's whatever you want. That's not really a confirmation, is it? That's just the actor just not seeming to really want to talk about it, or not really giving a shit. Let's see here. Disney has laid off their entire home entertainment team. So basically, fuck you to physical media. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. I think it's time. And bananas. Hey, rum and bananas go well together. Banana and rum. There you go. Let's see here. Oh, that's just lovely. This is why I don't want drone delivery. This is a good one. Rewind that. Let me check this. Okay, we're gonna need to mute that because that's really annoying to listen to. Oh, hello. Didn't hear you come in.
Hello, Mage. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Hey, did you talk about Ray Comfort being the Banana Man?
I made a passing reference.
Okay. Would you like to show the clip of him being absolutely ridiculous about being the Banana Man?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll have to talk about something else for just a minute because I'm still trying to download it. Okay, I lost.
No problem.
There
I was just gonna pull something else up on a drone delivery here.
Okay. There it is. I found it, but I still have to download it.
I'm keeping this muted because the sound of that drone is really annoying.
Is the drone overhead where you are?
No, this is a video.
Oh, okay.
So, got the drones like flying about 6 feet above the ground, and it just drops the package.
Mm. I mostly came to see if Jenni would be here and if there were any updates on Jenni.
Haven't heard any updates on Jenni just yet.
So you don't know if she's been moved yet?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Robert X, hello. And
okay, I've got it up there.
Okay.
Can you put it on the screen, or do you need me to?
I can put it.
I've since learned that when you really look at the evidence, the truth is it takes more faith to be an atheist than it does to believe in God. You've really got to ignore the facts. It's funny how we equate the word atheism with intellectual, when it's the exact opposite. That's right. Kirk, I have an intellectually stimulating theory. It's my theory of where the soda can may have come from. Billions of years ago, there was a big bang in space. Nobody knows what caused the big bang. It just happened. And from this bang issued this huge rock. On top of the rock was found a sweet, brown, bubbly substance. And over millions of years, aluminum crept up the side, formed itself in a can, then a lid, and then a tab. And then millions of years later, red paint, blue paint, white paint fell from the sky and formed itself into the words, 12 fluid ounces. Do not litter. You're saying, what are you doing? You're insulting my intellect. And so I am. Because we know if the can is made, there must be a maker.
Okay.
If it's designed, there must be a designer. To believe the soda can happened by chance is to move into an intellectual free zone.
I just hope I didn't demonetize this by
liposuction.
putting in something that they're going to put a
Behold
copyright claim on.
the
There
atheist's nightmare.
There you go.
Now, if you study a well-made banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 ridges. On the close side, 2 ridges. If you get your hand ready to grip a banana, you'll find on the far side there are 3 grooves, on the close side 2 grooves. The banana and the hand are perfectly made one for the other. You'll find the maker of the banana, Almighty God, has made it with a non-slip surface. It has outward indicators of inward contents: green, too early; yellow, just right; black, too late. Now, if you go to the top of the
No,
banana,
not really.
you'll find, as with the soda can makers, they placed a tab at the top. So God has placed a tab at the top.
And
When
as
you
I was
pull the tab,
mentioning,
the contents don't squirt in
chimps
your
will actually
face.
open it from the
You'll
other
find
end.
the wrapper, which is biodegradable, has perforations. Notice how gracefully it sits over the human hand. Notice it has a point at the top for ease of entry. It's just the right shape for the human mouth. It's chewy, easy to digest, and it's even curved toward the face to make the whole process so much easier. Seriously, Kirk, the whole of creation testifies to the genius of God's creative hand.
It absolutely does. You think of the human eye. It has
Okay.
40,000 nerve endings
That's
and
good.
focusing muscles.
But yeah, the ridiculousness of that is that the banana was all um, um, genetically modified so that it would do all that. None of that was made by God. That was all done by man. Man
Yeah.
changed the shape of the banana.
Yep. You froze up. Yeah, the banana was stumpier, full of seeds, and had to be cooked.
But did you know that in Hawaii, for a while, it was illegal for women to eat bananas?
No, I did not know that.
They said that the banana was such an obvious phallic symbol that clearly it was only intended for men.
Well, Ray, hey, the con man, and definitely deserve the title. Yes, this was actually a real cartoon. I remember watching it when I was very little.
I'm not surprised. I've brought up oh gosh, I can never remember the name of the show. No, it's not the Fantastic Four, but it's it had Rope Man, Diaper Man, Tornado Man. Who else was on there? I can't remember. Do you remember that one?
Diaper Man. Nope, I don't know that one.
Okay. They would always go after, here, let me look it up.
Oh, the Mighty Heroes.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
No, I'm not that familiar with that one.
Okay, yeah, I used to watch that. And one of the things that was so silly about that cartoon is they would go after the bad guy. The first time they would try to catch him, they would all run into each other. And Tornado Man would knock a couple of them over, and Rope Man would accidentally tie up their friends. And yeah, that's them. And they would fail. And then the next time they would make a plan, and each one would know what their part was, and then they would get it right. Demon Orb says loved Banana Man the cartoon. Were you going to show a bit of Banana Man cartoon?
No, I'm not going to show it.
Okay.
So how have you been lately?
I've been extremely busy. I really didn't want to come here. Oh, hi, Stephanie. How are you?
The thing is that
good. Actually, feeling a little bit under the weather. So
Yeah.
I have this opportunity to join you all.
the thing is
This time not sitting in a sewing machine.
Ah.
This thing is not making the ding that lets me know that you guys are coming in.
Ding.
It makes that noise when somebody pops in. It's not doing that.
Mine doesn't make a noise. It has started putting a little thing on the top of the screen to tell me, but if I don't see it right away, if I'm looking another direction when that
Yeah.
pops up, I'll miss it.
Yeah, I was looking at I was on another screen when you came in, so I didn't see.
But anyway, I did a little bonus video this week to respond to Phil Bear. And so now I'm still working on this week's video. And unfortunately, I made it a little bit too long, and I'm done editing 40 minutes of it. But I still have about another 20 minutes to go. And I've got other things I have to do tomorrow morning. So my apologies to my supporters that normally get their video first thing Thursday morning. It may be late Thursday afternoon before I finally get that one finished.
Well, keep on plugging.
Yep. Oh, I have another interesting story. Jehovah's Witnesses came to my door today.
Oh, joy. How exciting.
I had a good conversation with them. I tried to be polite. I tried to use restraint, and I did. And, but, when he said, oh, one of the reasons, I was asking, well, why do you believe that there is a God? Or why do you believe in the Bible? I asked him a number of these things, and he was like, well, there's so many prophecies that have been fulfilled. And I said, fulfilled prophecies? Your Bible even tells you that it doesn't fulfill all the prophecies. He specified that God fills all prophecies. And I said, well, where's that? And I told him, it's in Ezekiel chapters 36 and 39. And then, I also mentioned, how do you know that the things that the Bible promises you about heaven are real when it tells you about earth we know are wrong? And he says, well, what's something in the Bible that you know is wrong? And I said, well, and I listed a bunch of them. He said, well, can you give me a reference for any of those? And I said, well, okay, Joshua fighting the Battle of Jericho. And he said, well, why do you say that didn't happen? Because the archaeology shows that the city was destroyed hundreds of years before they would have even arrived. Oh, well, I'm going to have to look into that. I'll get back to you on that. But we had a good discussion.
Yeah, well, I doubt that they're going to go back to the Kingdom Hall and say, hey, this godless granny, she brought up some interesting points.
Well, they don't know
that's going to happen.
Granny. They only know me.
I
They asked my first name, and I told them Kelly. So the only thing they know is my name is Kelly. They don't know that I'm the godless granny.
They probably don't watch this channel either,
I'm
because that
sure
would
they
be, that would be a violation of God's commandments.
My record for keeping him talking is about 30 minutes.
Yeah, God's commandments, aka what the preacher told me.
Yeah. I think they were shocked that I knew what was in the Bible.
Yeah, they'd be surprised at how many people who do not hold to their particular beliefs are familiar with their particular beliefs and with the source of them,
Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Mage?
I was just going to ask Stephanie how she's doing.
Well, pretty good for the most part. Had a cold yesterday and today, but I seem to be getting over it. And working away, sewing stuff for the Portland Pudgy, which is the Portland Pudgy, which is like a 9-foot dinghy.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of canvas accessories and some fairly intricate bits. It has the guy who designed the boat was a tinkerer, and he tinkered around to the point where he came up with an inflatable canopy that can cover the entire boat. And it's a complex little piece of fabric sculpture that takes forever to build. But, it's, toys. I've been a toy maker my entire life, basically.
So
that's the way I think of it. Sales for sailboats, toys. Expensive toys, actually.
Yeah,
very expensive
toys.
Stephanie, Robert X wants to know when you will turn 35.
Well, let me think. That would be, depending on your definition, of course. That would have been 38 years ago, or would be in in 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. Be 2032. Actually, no, it would be in 2 years. Oh, no, 35 plus 5. Yeah, 30 plus 5. 30 is 2 years.
So it'd make you as old as my mom would have been.
Yeah. Well, 72. I'm off by a year. Well, 72 and a half, if you really want to be precise.
Yeah, so she'd be a little bit older then. She would have been 73 this year, in the beginning of the year.
I will be 73 and birth date in November.
Yeah, speaking
And
about
God, you know, good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Let's put it that way. I mean, I don't
speaking about birthdays, my dog's birthday is actually going to be next Wednesday, so we can celebrate on channel here.
You know, I love the way this cup is perfectly green screened. This is really great. Look at that.
I was noticing that.
Definitely a cool effect.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I turned 35 exactly 30 years ago, 2.5 weeks from now.
There you go.
Yeah, I was I believe 11 years ago for me.
Yeah. I have been. See, the wonderful thing about being trans is you can literally say, "Yeah, have you been born again? You bet your ass."
Although I've been born again, I just kind of undid it. I don't know. Can you be unborn? Can you be unborn again? I guess not. I just don't believe in it anymore.
Washed in the blood. How do you get this blood off anyway? I've got these terrible blood stains off.
Club soda.
Club soda, or Coke can, or that Coke can, the universal Coke can. In a way, the soda pop can did in fact come out of the Big Bang, or at least the consequences of the Big Bang. Because how do you get aluminium? You got to have the Big Bang. It's a little bit of lithium hanging around, a little bit of helium, a little bit of
not quite the Big Bang.
And then the star gets together, and then you have
the star.
And you have the star explodes, and that might get you some oxygen, and eventually, the thing gets into two neutron stars colliding, and you get gold and aluminum and all that other crap. So yeah, the soda pop can is the result of the Big Bang. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, seen the
God almighty, yeah.
doing his Jesus impression of the AI.
Yeah, you ought to tune in to Takis tomorrow. Ben is threatening to wear the robes.
Well, here's his excuse.
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as the doctor.
He thought it was a doctor.
It had to do with Red
Yeah.
Cross as a Red Cross worker.
That
Cross
red
worker.
thing is a stethoscope.
Only the fake
yeah.
news could come up with that one.
Yeah.
So
And,
this
and
is-
that
this
thing
is
is
fake
in
news.
his hand is an aspirin pill.
Oh yes, of
How
course.
did they come up with that? It's supposed
I
to
thought
be
it was
the doctor.
radiation therapy or something.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Radiation
Radiation,
therapy. There we
that makes
go.
sense.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Better.
Mr. President, did you post that picture of
What's the weird winged? What are the weird winged things in the background? You got
I don't know, but I'm
it's like
thinking
all kinds
see,
of weird.
people are saying
They're
it looks,
nurses.
people are saying it looks
Oh.
demonic. The original actually does not have that wing thing, because this is actually an AI
Yeah.
AI augmented from another AI picture. And the
Yeah,
original
it-
did not have that wing thing going on. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
find it.
actually, maybe it's Sister Betrill is in there. I was like Pets, Sally Field, and all that. I'm sure that is over the head of the younger viewers.
That's exactly
Uh,
what I was thinking. Whenever I talk about Sister Patril, most people don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so this is the original by Nick Adams, and you can see that it doesn't have the wing thing up there. It's
Oh, yeah.
like soldier. This is another soldier or a ghost.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah.
I've been seeing stuff like this thing here. The party, he told you to reject the evidence of your eyes and ears. It was their final, most essential command.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have, I think this is rather appropriate, a cognitive assessment test. Question, please identify the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said to my husband last night.
Yeah, so that's why Ben is threatening to wear the robes tomorrow on Takis. He is literally threatening to do that. So
Dennis who?
Ben.
Oh, Ben. I thought you said
Dr.
Dennis.
Ben.
Dr.
No,
Ben. Okay.
Ben is sound like
Yeah.
Ben is.
Okay,
but,
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have
Stupid.
Jesus coming down and just smacking the shit out of Trump.
Ooh.
Oh goodness,
Brutal.
who made that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Who made
straight into the hellfire. I like it. Oh no.
And Trump posted that?
No,
No.
somebody. I'm not sure who posted this.
It looked like his account. That's why I said. That's why.
You know, I honestly think I've been thinking about this a little bit. When you go ahead and piss off the Pope, you really ought to expect a little bit of clap back, you know? If you can, and it's like when you do the fake religion thing, like DJT's been doing all this time along, that's going to piss the Pope off, especially when you basically go after the Pope. So if there is any good in this world as far as religion is concerned, it's like, you know, yeah, you have some bad popes. This guy seems like he's semi-okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It's like if you piss off a leading atheist, everybody's going to go rah, rah, rah. But when you go ahead and piss off the Pope, then, well...
Well, the best thing about pissing off the Pope is most of his base is Christian, and about half of the Christians are Catholics. And hopefully he will have pissed off about half of his base.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. But on the other hand, there are a lot of people, I mean, the United States of America has a long history of disliking Catholics, you know.
Yeah, I know that's kind of weird. You know, when Protestants want to count how many Christians there are, they always count all the Catholics. But as soon as they ask if the Catholics are Christians, then they say no. Yeah.
I mean, you know, when John Kennedy was running for president, it was a big deal. Oh, he can't elect a Catholic. All he's got is loyalty to the Vatican.
Right.
You know?
Red Cross worker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love that comment from JYNXYU6407. Pissing off the Pope is how you get yellow holy water.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and Trump's such an idiot. And he's like, oh, the Pope Leo was, you know, born in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He must be being run by Barack Hussein Obama. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Yeah.
I heard that there was something about the Pope and Obama, but I didn't hear what the comment was.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, it's just like he's under the thumb.
God, if any president did this half the shit that Trump's doing, would be.
Geez, maybe I'm waiting for him to go after Franklin Graham. You know, that would be pretty good, or one of these other big.
I don't think that's going to happen because Graham just told him he's going to heaven.
I know, and what's her name, Reverend Paula there, so Pastor Paula. It's like, What
I bet you
what
think it was
what the
Judy
ever
Paula.
loving grift? Let's like, for heaven's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Just whatever. But what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
So, Mage, do you know if Purple was planning to drop by?
She was kind of feeling, wasn't really feeling up to much here, so
Okay.
not really in the right mental space for talking to people or doing things.
I get that.
Been there.
This world is so
Yeah.
depressing right now.
She might show up, she might not.
Yeah, well, hopefully she will. We can just say hi and then go back to sleep. It's all good. You know, you don't need to be carrying the burdens of the world around with you 24/7.
Yeah, I'm expecting to have to do solos those more often with Jenny going under and all.
What's going on with Jenny these days?
Oh, she's dying.
I know that.
But she's declining rapidly.
Yeah.
Purple, she was on my show. Was it last week or was it 2 weeks? It was last week, and she's in hospice now,
week.
and
Or close to hospice or something.
they're moving her to a different hospice facility.
Yeah, they're moving her to a different.
And that's supposed to have happened either yesterday or today.
So palliative care is is basically the
yeah. And
situation.
Purple had said that she was declining rapidly.
Well, she said she was declining rapidly.
Yeah, yeah, she said that too. She's in a lot of pain. She can't walk anymore. She's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Her leg just is killing her.
Yeah.
She said she thinks that there's a problem with her hip replacement. That I think that what's attached to it is pulling away. Is what her theory is. They haven't had a chance to check it out yet.
Yeah, the something about the cancer causing wherever it's attached to rot away or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much what did my sister in.
One of the things that bothers her is she said she's lost 147 pounds, and most people looking at her can't even tell. But you said that's what did your sister in?
Yeah, bone cancer, and she had stage 4 breast cancer, and had a single mastectomy. Survived 14 years after that. So, but eventually it did get to bone, and
yeah, I was looking at this is actually even worse than bone cancer. This is like spreading all over. It's in her spine and her brain. And...
Right. Eventually, it gets there. Yeah, gets to be nice and aggressive and attacks everything.
Yeah, my grandmother had cancer pretty much all over by the time she passed away too.
Nasty goddamn disease. Something's gonna get you.
Someone wrote a book.
Sadly, something's gonna get you. But it becomes a little bit more. You become a little more focused on it when you get to be 72. Because Jenny and I are the same age, I think. We're damn close too, within months of each other. And we're also among the elders in the trans community, shall we say. We have our memories.
You know who I haven't heard from in the trans community for a couple of years now is Jenny. I can't remember her last name, from Australia.
Oh yes, yeah. I haven't heard from. She hasn't been around a great deal.
I know she had some health issues, and her brother
Mm-hmm.
had some health issues, and she it could be that she just doesn't have time to do streaming anymore.
Well, I hope that's all that is.
Well, it's a tough world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough gig. But I stepped away. I just can't stand the bullshit, and I'd rather it. I was falling into a really nasty place in concentrating more on parasocial rather than actual interactions with people. And once I sort of turned the corner and said, well, I'm going to pare back on this and try to get more involved with, in IRL, talking to people and doing stuff, I found myself in a much healthier spot rather than fighting all the battles that are sometimes the result of parasocial relationships gone bad. I kind of make the crack that I'd rather get into a bar fight than into an internet brawl. Fortunately, I haven't gotten into either in a bit of a while, so that makes me happy. Hey, Porpoise.
Do I have to check the settings on this thing for tell me when people come in here? Or did they take it away?
I don't know.
We could all go ding for you.
Yeah, really.
Ding.
Well, I don't hear you down there either, so.
Give me the API and can write a program for you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, StreamYards.
Sinister, you're blurry.
I think it's
That's
probably
okay,
the
though.
background.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Or actually, no. I should say you have a very, very distinct glow. almost Christ-like.
Are you sure I'm not a doctor?
Yeah, we were covering that earlier.
We're not really sure. Not really sure, Show us your hand. Is there anything sparkly coming out of there? Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, my gosh.
She has webbed fingers.
I don't think I don't think the AI can handle it, because if I put it up like that, you can see behind.
This is rather appropriate.
Well, in the original, Jon Stewart made a whole thing. Said, "Hey, that's me." Like, that looks like me. Yeah.
Now, not to rain on people's parade here, but I have seen lots of images with people dressed like that using divine light coming from their hands to heal people. The fact that they're all in Dungeons and Dragons games shouldn't mean anything about Trump's sanity.
Well, the funniest part for me is that if the Bible was true, every Christian should be able to do that, because that's what the Bible says. It says greater works than what I have, Jesus said, greater works than what I have done, you will do. You've seen me heal people, you will do it too. If you ask anything in my name, I will do it. If the Bible was true, every Christian should be able to walk into any hospital and just cure everybody. What happened, Mage?
Well, it looks like we lost Stephanie. I was just trying to get something out of my teeth, which I didn't want to show on camera.
Okay.
People are disappearing.
You haven't lost me entirely. I'm listening, but I'm stepping away from the camera for just a moment. Okay. I can hear you.
Okay.
And the other legitimate question I have about that poster is, why is he healing Jeffrey Epstein?
He's raising him from the dead.
I mean, I wonder if he realized that connection, or if
probably not.
Or whatever AI they just could use. It's like, hey, Trump and Epstein are so often connected. Let's put them in the same.
That's possible. The original was actually by somebody else.
Yeah, we don't know who changed it to Epstein.
Well, I was going to say, I doubt it was one of a Trump supporter that did that.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if the original actually looks like Epstein. It's sort of, kind of, but not.
I think it's just supposed to be a generic image, and if you look for a lot of online photos with Donald Trump's, there's some Epstein is in them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, the first version of it was done by Nick Adams. Then
Isn't he like some weird right-wing podcaster?
Yeah, he is.
Ooh, excuse me.
And apparently Trump took it, ran it through another AI filter, and reposted it.
Sorry, I just had to take my ID badge off.
Porpoise, have you ever been tempted to race Stephanie's boat?
To raid Stephanie's boat.
Race. You know,
Raid Stephanie's boat?
Yeah, the porpoises sometimes like to race the boats. And so I was wondering if you ever wanted to race her boat.
I was going to say, a lot of times porpoises like to play in boats' wakes.
Mm.
From a safe distance.
Mm-hmm.
Athena, what did you just do?
I thought this was turning into some kind of kinky sex thing.
It's the kitty. The obligatory cat tail.
Yep. And of course, we have to have the obligatory cat bite eventually here.
Mm-hmm.
Athena, it's clear you want my attention. But it is not time to feed you yet.
I gotta tell you, it is.
Put you in sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I gotta tell you, it's one of the coolest things ever to have porpoises come and surf your bow wave while you're cruising along, and especially at night when you see the porpoises going and the phosphorescence in the water happening. It's so spectacularly beautiful. It's one of the most thrilling experiences you'll ever encounter. You're out in the middle of the ocean, and a pod of porpoises are just just cavorting, and just having a grand old time. They're neat. They're neat animals. They're just incredible.
If there's one thing the Midwest is not known for, it's oceans.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there used to be an inland sea in the split in the continent once upon a time.
I mean, technically, in the upper Midwest, there are still inland seas, but I don't live in the upper Midwest.
Well, the Great Lakes are pretty big. They are indeed really big.
They are. The first Big Bird movie, a social worker moved Big Bird to Oceanside, Illinois. And when Big Bird heard Oceanside, he thought he was going to be by the ocean.
No.
Then when he got there, he found out that Illinois isn't anywhere near the ocean.
No, it isn't. But it might be. Is it near Lake Erie?
It's there in Lake
Michigan.
Or Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicago is right on Lake Michigan.
Yes, I know. I've sailed in Chicago. I've sailed on Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario, and Lake Erie.
Okay.
Those three.
Did you find Marquette and Bessemer #2 when you're on Lake Erie?
No. Sailed out of Rochester.
Well, that's okay. No one's found the Marquette and Bessemer #2.
Oh, well, not. No, that was Ontario. Sailed on both ends of Lake Ontario, one side of Cleveland and one side of Chicago. So I hit those three.
The only one I've actually seen is Lake Michigan, but it wasn't up close. Maybe Erie going through Ohio.
I've been swimming in Michigan and Erie. I've also gone snowmobiling on Michigan.
Nice.
But no, it's like what we have here is like the Wabash River.
Mm.
And where I grew up, it was the Susquehanna.
Are there cannonballs on the Wabash River?
I'm sure there are
like the Wabash Cannonball.
I believe that was a fictional train.
Yes, it was. But I like to believe in it's written in a book, so it's obviously real.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know.
And the students who tell me they've done their homework, it's even more true if they write it in a notebook. Even though when I'm looking at the where I tell them to upload their homework, it's not there.
Right? Not to come on the absent dinosaur in the room, but where is Purple?
We were talking about that a little while ago. Purple wasn't feeling up to it.
Yeah.
Okay. And well, if Jenny's not feeling up to it, or if she was here and I missed her, it's like, I just
Jenny hasn't been here today. I was hoping she would come. In fact, that was the whole reason I turned the show on, was just in case she came. But we haven't seen her. Yeah.
Major, we have the link to our fundraiser here. Maybe you can post it in the chat.
I don't have the link. Does anyone else?
For Jenny's coffee account? Are you talking about Jenny's coffee account?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know where to pull it because I've got it in the description of my last show. I'll pull it up. Hang on.
All right, yeah, post that. I can't pin it, but you can get it posted.
Right.
Athena, you are a good kitty, and I know you're demanding the human take the post-work nap. And now you're showing everyone your butt.
Yep, there's the butt.
There.
I don't know if
Kids.
Okay, I posted it in the chat.
So if any, this is so Jenny can take care of her funeral expenses and get anything she needs. Well, she's at I think she's in hospice care now, or should be.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but she needs. Yeah, she needs it for probably funeral costs, or I believe we were also talking about her possibly needing to get another wheelchair, or possibly for.
Yeah. They also talked about possibly she might want to use some of it to buy some new clothes. When she arrived, all she had was the clothes on her back, which was a hospital gown, and the people at the nursing home got her a couple of dresses, but she could probably use a little bit more in the way of clothing.
And I was gonna say, it's like I hope she can. I was gonna say she needs to make it at least until next month so I can show her pictures of me in the master's robe. Okay, I know it's not important, but I know it's more important to me than it would be to her, but I was gonna say, I was kind of hoping to get that up there sometime in the summer when I have some extra time on my hands.
It's a long drive for me.
It's not a short drive from here.
For me, it's a 2-day drive, though.
I think it's about the same amount of time it would take me to drive to Pennsylvania. If things go well. And some of my drives to Pennsylvania have taken like 18 hours.
Oh, this is some kind of fucked up. A woman met her husband in a Bible group. 6 kids later, she found out he was keeping a couple captive in their basement.
Kids are just
is that
couple
new? Is that news?
Yeah, updated on April 14th, 2026.
Sorry, go ahead.
But is this a report of something that happened in the past, or is this something that they just, that just happened?
I'm not sure. When Daniel Chauvet, he first met Chad Chipper, or at a Bible study meeting. So, do any of those names sound like something we've heard from way back? Or
nope.
Okay. So I guess this must be recently reported then. Damn.
Sorry, Mage, but I have to ask this given the structure of the headline. Where in Florida is this?
Actually, where the hell is this? That's a good question. Let's see, does it mention where this took place? Look back and started the relationship, yada yada. Let's see here. She remembered when they laughed at that on their first date. The two watched movies, including "So I Married an Axe Murderer." That's that doesn't. I'm not seeing where it mentions where this took place.
I wonder if I could do a machine learning algorithm based on a series of keywords in the text that can determine if it's a Florida man or woman story, other than the obvious words that would trigger it. It's like Florida man or Florida woman. Hey, if you're going to take his name in vain, do it where everyone can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, it happened in 2017.
No, 2017. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at an AOL account of the story, which, yeah, the story just broke on a couple of different sites, Yahoo, AOL, and People. But down, toward the middle of the story, it says Shipper was spending more time away from home, always explaining his absences as having to do with one of his rentals. One night in 2017, a turn took when the couple's children saw a car approaching their home that they didn't recognize. Around the same time, Shipper, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, had texted their daughter, Grace, to wrap the handle of a sledgehammer in black electrical tape. While the teen thought it was a weird request, she obliged and was told she'd receive a special treat for a job well done. She recalls in the episode, a few nights later, Shoei awoke to the sound of a loud bang as the house was swarmed with police officers looking for her husband and asking questions about the Van Oostens. It turned out that Shipper, using the sledgehammer his daughter had prepared, broke into the Van Oostens' house in the middle of the night and kidnapped the elderly couple using a taser, duct taped their mouths and eyes and as handcuffs. To communicate with them, Shipper used a voice distorter and at one point asked them, "Where is your God now?"
Yikes.
Yeah. Shipper drove the couple to a bank and forced them to cash a check for $350,000.
Humans can be awful, just awful.
I have a feeling, where is your God now? I have a feeling there's a part of the story we're missing.
I think he was, just pretending to be one of them when he went to their Bible studies and so forth. I think he used it to as a hunting ground.
Possible, but I don't know.
So Shipper was ultimately sentenced to 60 years in prison. So obviously this happened a while ago.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sure it'll be fodder for true crime podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Athena.
The real question is, why is this story breaking everywhere right now?
Yeah. Maybe there's some kind of update.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's interesting that often these stories do stay buried for a long time.
Well,
and they only come out. I mean, look at Epstein. Look at all of that. How long a run did that asshole have?
Yeah,
You're doing some of the worst shit imaginable.
Yeah, because people.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that a lot of people don't want to confront the horrors that they're seeing before their very eyes. They prefer to just say, "Oh, that couldn't possibly happen." and
Oh,
and
Okay,
and it just marinates, for a long time, and then suddenly people realize that it sucks.
okay,
It
so
sucks.
so the reason why this is up and updated for news is it was a part of a new episode of Betrayal, Little Secrets and Lies.
Ah, okay. Okay.
There
That
we
makes
go.
sense.
Hulu,
all right.
Betrayal, Secrets and Lies.
Same thing with Larry Nasser. How long did or what's his name, Palermo? How long did all of those things? How much of a run did these assholes have before they were found out and
Mhm.
before people realized? And they're still covering up for a whole bunch of that stuff. I mean, you've got Jim Jordan,
You are
doing this,
Athena.
just doing the same, same cover up, same bunch of horse shit.
Sometimes the problem is that the person has too much power and you can't challenge them.
Well, that's the whole focus of it. It's that what you're looking at here are power imbalances, and that's what every Olympic sport in the United States is required by a portion of the U.S. code to offer and demand training in preventing all sorts of abuse, bullying, SA, that whole thing. You have to take the course. It's a 5-hour course. And if you don't pass it, if you don't get 100% on the little test, you don't get to be an official. You don't get to be involved in this stuff. And that's to prevent situations of power imbalance from exerting themselves in interpersonal situations that are potential grounds for abuse. And that includes the church. That includes sports teams. That includes
Teachers.
corporate enterprises, teachers, all of this. And it's really important because it can happen in any group where there are power imbalances, where that sort of thing happens, because that sort of things does happen with people of many different paths, walks of life, et cetera, and so forth.
Well, it's
shitty. It shouldn't happen, but it does. And if those responsible for setting up these social spaces need to be aware that it can happen, and that it shouldn't happen. And the only way it's not going to happen is if people are prepared to actually do something and intervene and stop it from happening.
Well, power imbalances just aren't institutional. It can also happen between celebrities and fans. And
yeah,
we've seen it happen with some large scale YouTubers, and I don't know. I don't follow TikTok. I guess TikTok as well. Fortunately, nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and it works the same whether it's actual social face to face or parasocial. The power imbalances exist.
But it's gonna say it's sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm done.
Well, here's the thing: as a teacher, I have to go through certain trainings every year. My favorite are the yearly cheerful reminders that I can be fatally shot.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, that is sweet.
But you have to go through bullying training. You have to go through how to recognize certain types of abuse. And
it's critical. It's critical for when you're dealing with young people, especially where admiration can tempt someone in a position of authority to take advantage of their position.
That's something I noticed as a parent of children, is when my kids were really little and they would play in the ball pit, I'm watching the older kids to make sure they don't hurt my child. But then when my child was one of the older children, Now I'm watching my child to make sure my child doesn't hurt the younger children.
Right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've only ever had to call DCS once,
Mm.
but it's not a pleasant experience.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. And that's why a lot of this stuff goes unreported, because people do feel remarkably uncomfortable. Oh, well, they're probably, was it consensual? Was it not? But that's not your responsibility to make that determination. Your responsibility is to say, this shit's happening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody needs to look into it.
I'm more worried on the days when I lose my patience with especially with people. It's like, usually I pull myself back, but it's still like, you can understand why it's stressful. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen as a sailing instructor, I've seen particularly with high school kids, I've seen some pretty unusual situations, and it's damned uncomfortable. It's like, you know what, the two of you shouldn't be making out in the bathroom with the door locked. Knock, 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 knock. And what do you? I'm gonna, just gonna have to. You're going to have to leave now. I'm going to call your parents. They come down and pick you up, okay? And here's the thing. Unacceptable behavior.
There are situations where I'm not going to ask questions unless I really need to know the answer.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, if it's just usual shenanigans, it's like, I could ask this question, but I will get an answer and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And it's like, probably nothing is going on there. I just don't want to hear the answer.
I need to get back to editing my video, but, Mage, I wanted to give you a hand when you were here alone and had no one to support you. But you've got some support now, so I need to get back to work.
Get back to work.
Thanks,
Yep.
thanks for coming.
Oh, and keep in mind, in Indiana, everyone is a mandated reporter, which I think is stupid. But
Oh, really?
Yep.
yes.
Mm.
Because then it means no one is responsible, ultimately.
Mm. Mm. Okay, it was good seeing you, Purpose, Mage, and Stephanie.
Nice seeing you. Take care.
Yeah, sorry, stressful day. For somebody, it's like, and I don't know. It's one of those jobs. It's like sometimes things will just slip out of your mouth, and it's like, especially when you're tired, and you probably didn't mean it, but especially if I'm saying it's snarky.
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm sure.
Because it's like something that's gotten on my nerves and my inhibition. My filter does not say certain things is down. It's like, I think the worst I've done is once. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure we've all been there.
When someone asked me, it's like, when did you tell me this assignment was due? I just respond, it's like probably sometime when you weren't paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I stutter? Like, what? What do you mean? Told you.
Well, and it's just, I put their assignment reminders in multiple places. Like, it was on the board. I kept reminding them for weeks this assignment was due this day. And it's like, then the day it's due is like, when did you tell us this assignment was due? It's like, anyway, so.
Well, some on the board in big red letters is underlined and highlighted.
But it is something you have to watch, because sometimes it's like, if you're not careful, the wrong thing can slip through your mouth and you might hurt someone's feelings. Or usually you can catch yourself, but it's like, teachers are people too, and sometimes it's like, especially towards the end of the day when they've had enough, it's like, or they're just tired and they're not thinking, automatic mode will kick in and they'll say, my snarky sense of humor will kick in. It's like, I didn't mean to tell the kid, it's like probably sometime when you weren't paying attention, but what's telling is that the other students were laughing at that point.
Yeah.
Leave it up to the other students, huh?
Well, the student in question has a habit of like trying to demand the entire class's attention.
Ah.
And he keeps talking over the girls in my class.
Oh, that's not an unusual phenomenon. That's all these wonderful little tricks of human society.
I was going to say, and I know some of the girls are fed up with that behavior. It's like, so they see like when I get irritated. So the times when they notice I get irritated with them, it shows through. And I think they just like see, and it's like, oh yeah, Ms. Landis has noticed this. Oops, said my last name. But anyway, and any job is
we can take that out in post production.
It'll be up to Purple.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's like the only thing is, it's not that common in the Midwest. In Pennsylvania, it's very common, especially in Amish areas.
Yeah.
Usually same as Corpus, but that's what I was. But as a teacher, you also have to be, like I said, you have to you have to go through suicide prevention training. You have to go through various types of abuse, like abuse and neglect training every year. And there's a reasons why you have to go through them. And
because it's going to happen, and it's going to be nasty. You just have to be prepared to deal with it. It's just a fact. It's just the way it works.
And you also have to be, it's like, am I being reasonable? A lot of times it's like, and
it's actually, I found it to be valuable because it does inspire a certain amount of self-reflection as well. It's like, imagine yourself in this situation. A lot of the training is putting yourself into that situation. What do you do?
But yeah, if you ever have
responses,
if you ever have to call DCS, which you are legally required to do, it's not pleasant. I mean, they'll try to make it as easy as you can as possible because you're required to do it. And even though Indiana is a mandatory reporting state for everybody, I mean, certain professions tend to be held towards a higher standard for it. Usually the typical ones like teachers, priests, clergy, social workers.
Well, and it's taken events like the Sandusky affair or the Paterno affair or the Larry Nassar affair or all the bullshit that went on in the Boston Archdiocese to bring this to the forefront, to put it in front of people's eyes.
All right, let's see how far.
How could that have happened?
How far have I put my foot in my mouth today? Without,
I don't know.
Ankle.
Probably sounds about right. So I'm making myself sound worse than I am, I think. But
you haven't put your head up your ass, so therefore, it's all good.
I'm not a Trump supporter.
Yes.
Sorry, I mean, if you ever, mostly what I do on Clapper, since what I wanted to do didn't work out there because it's TikTok style and it was too short, was just political satire, and I'm usually targeting MAGA or targeting MAGA leaders because I'm not interested in making fun of like the rank and file like Red Hat.
Yeah.
Unless they come and comment on my videos specifically, in which case I will tear into them. Because that case, they've invited it. Because Clapper has a video, it's called a clapback feature, where you can respond to comments or other people's videos. I think TikTok has something similar, but I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it's just... And I don't know. I mean, part of me, it's like thinking, it's like, do I really want to continue this job? But for the most part, it's like, it's not that bad. It has its rewards. Like, seeing a student get math for the first time, it's like, Or when I just quietly say it's like some of you are acing this class, when I'm trying to explain like we're coming close to the finals, so I'm trying to explain this is what if you do this math up here, this is what you need to determine if you will pass the course or not.
Right.
And it's like I just say something that's like some of you are acing this course. I'm not worried about you, and you can see which ones are smiling because they know who they are. And then it's like this time of year, it's like some of the students are just like zoning out because there's no way they can pass or just haven't done their work. And and it's like, and some of them are like scrambling, realizing it's like, oh, she actually is serious and says if we do our work, we will pass. It's like, I was going to say, I'm not trying to fail them. So, but if I'm not doing their work, it's like, I'm not going to go out of my way to like alter their grades.
Right. I mean, it's as long as you're meeting the pedagogical standard of saying, look, you really got to do this assignment because if you don't do this assignment, I can't help you. I want you to do the assignment because you've taken this class for a reason. You're trying to learn something. If you don't want to learn it, don't take the course. You don't want to learn it, don't take the course.
Most of the time, they're there in all of my classes because either they need a math credit to graduate, or the state says you need a computer science credit to graduate.
Right.
Which I don't agree with the state doing, but I get what they were thinking. The state, also Indiana, really needs to butt out of education because they're especially ruining higher education by, I don't know. How well has Ron DeSantis done in Florida with his takeover of the University of Florida?
It depends on whose point of view you're looking at it from. Maybe from his point of view, great. But from actual practical, how are you going to make your way in the world? Not so good. Not so good.
Well, Indiana's governor took over the board of governors for Indiana University. Now, Indiana University may not be like the biggest Ivy League school, but it is a respected school. It's where the Kinsey Institute, or the Kinsey Sexology Institute, was for many years. I don't know if it still is. And he just wanted to put right-wing appointees in because he just didn't like it was going, and then he's trying to he tried to cut out, I think it was the state tried to cut out DEI in education. So a lot of the LGBTQ and specific programs to help certain communities went. Some of them went underground and just renamed themselves.
Right. Well, I mean, you can bury your head in the sand and pretend that queer people don't exist. That's one approach. God knows it's an approach that worked at least through the 60s in the past century.
My favorite thing in that saga is when for the Indiana University homecoming, when the football team was doing well, they tried to disband the student newspaper. So the edition that they put out before homecoming didn't get published. But Purdue University, which is also an Indiana state school, had an independent student press. So they published the paper and put it in the boxes. It's like Lafayette and Bloomington, Indiana are not close together, so they took quite a drive to do that. Sorry, I'm ranting.
No, good for them, though. That's great.
Oh, it's a cool story. It's like, yeah, you can tell them not to publish, but you can't tell us. You don't own us.
Yeah, I found something interesting to look at here. Oh. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
I was just gonna put this is the splashdown from Artemis too.
Splashdown from Artemis.
Yes.
Apparently, it's the splashdown from Artemis too.
According to assholes, that's a helium balloon.
So cover here. We got you. I got you, laddie, so we know.
Yeah.
Take your time. Seal covers on. All right, get it.
Last year I did want to go see Lake Michigan on the Indiana Dunes beach. Because I have never actually been to the ocean. Nor have I seen the Great Lakes up close.
It's big.
Welcome home. Christina, welcome home. Yes. Jeremy, absolutely welcome home, brother. There it is.
Well, I don't assume they're called the Great Lakes because they're small.
Oh.
All right.
Now they're bigger than entire countries.
And it's not like I'm going to go dive on the Carl D. Bradley.
Oh.
So cool.
Or any of a number of shipwrecks that are in the bottom of Lake Michigan.
You know, I forgot to mention this before Granny left, and the little tidbit about bananas being only available to men in Hawaii. Upon reflection, that seems a little odd.
Upon reflection,
Yeah.
that seems high.
Because I feel bad for the heterosexual males there, because all they're getting to do is chew on phallic symbols. It's kind of odd.
You're breaking up, Commander.
Yeah, is it the AI program that's causing that, or is it just a bad connection? It's like if we look at the.
It's actually background noise.
Oh, I'm just wondering, because if you look at the way the AI handles my hands, it can be kind of weird. Because the AI is handling the background image.
You lose fingers.
And I also had to purge some RAM cache.
Although if I put the green screen I have behind me, it might fix it. Give me a second.
Well, thanks to AI, we have brought the Meowl to life.
Goody.
It's a Meowl.
Oh my. Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
Yeah. All right, it made it a little better, but I still have that weird glow.
It's all right. It's a healthy glow.
I also had to take the shawl off because it was green. But
yes.
So, been learning to play the guitar this year.
Cool.
The Yamaha. I guess I accidentally bought a very good beginner guitar without knowing anything. But I was going to say Ned would probably approve of my method where I just played the guitar to see what it sounded like. Because I was going to say Yamaha apparently makes good guitars.
They do.
And the F335 is a good beginner model. I don't know.
How are you doing there, Ned?
Yeah, good. Yamaha makes good motorcycles too.
They do?
Yeah.
And pianos.
Also.
And harmonicas.
Yeah. I have.
Is there anything they don't make?
My electronic piano is Roland.
Computers?
But something happened to it. That's why I got it. Someone emptied a bottle of Coke over it.
Nice.
That could, I was going to say, depending on what happened afterward, that could damage it forever, or it could just wait until it dries out and it'll be fine.
Oh, I know. No. It leaves a layer of sugar on the circuit board. And I had it, laying here in my room, in my workroom for 3 times, and I even scrubbed the circuit board with a with a toothbrush and like dish up fluid, and then I put it together, and now I'm afraid to try it because to be disappointed again.
More and more of it was working though when you did that. So I'm hoping we can do that with the computer that my mom poured water or some liquid on to shut it off. That was worth over $2,400.
And water and a computer is something different. These were just contacts. These were the contacts of the keys, and there was a lot of sugar between it.
Wait, why would she pour water on a computer to turn it off? I mean, technically it will work if you pour it on the right components.
She has Alzheimer's.
Okay. So it wasn't intentional. Or it was intentional and your thought process just wasn't there.
I don't know if it was intentional with the piano either.
I would assume
Probably
well,
not.
in this case, sometimes it turns on, sometimes it doesn't turn on, but I haven't been able to get the keyboard or USBs to actually work when it does turn on.
She might have just damaged those electronics. I mean, honestly, I would be pissed, but it doesn't sound like you can blame her for this too much. And you're probably better off just buying a new computer if you can afford it, which is probably the issue.
Here, but they all need to be repaired.
When I start working, I will, but right now I can't. And to tell you the honest truth, the only reason why I kept it was because of the thousands and thousands and thousands of hours worth of work on things on the hard drive.
Well,
or not thousands, but hundreds of hours.
I mean, if the hard drive's
and
still
it's
working,
encrypted, so you can't actually do that.
Okay, it's a trusted platform module.
It's yeah. So
Which
we
is
have
just-
to have that computer running to get the stuff off it.
If it wasn't a trusted platform module and you knew the encryption, yeah, you could do that. But it sounds like it's a trusted platform module. I'd still be pissed though.
Oh, there's one that it was 2024. And you can tell what day it happened because of on What the Back's channel. I was basically wound up mentioning it, and when I got the other computer working.
All right.
One of the other computers was actually savable. But I was like, oh my goodness, there's $5,000 worth of computers here not working.
Did you at least back it up on a non-encrypted site, or did you lose the data?
All of the data's lost unless it's just all lost. So unless I can get that computer working again, it's lost.
That's why I'm keeping my videos on two separate external hard drives. So,
yeah.
And the first thing I do is when I install Windows is kick that stupid BitLocker or whatever it's called out.
I think I think you have to do. Sorry, I'll wait until I renew my A+ this year,
or whatever it's called. This stupid safety thing. There's nothing worth it. Something on my computer that is worth something to anyone else but myself. So if they want to have it, let them copy it from it. But
I was going to say, I usually turn secure boot off if it's not a gaming PC, so I can install something other than Windows.
Oh yeah, I'm not gaming.
Yeah, but I was going to say, you're also a creative type, so maybe Windows is better for you than Linux.
I am on the way to change everything into Linux. This is the last one that's still running on Windows.
Oh, I'm not saying the tools aren't available on Linux. I'm just saying Linux is probably a better choice for you.
Yeah, I know.
Mac OS would be even better.
No.
I'm going to get him an RTX card so we can get a denoiser working.
I don't trust Apple even less than I trust Apple even less than Windows.
I know how you feel, but it's just the software is there, and it's not. I don't know. You'd have to look at the Linux environment, but the Linux environment is not quite as good for creative types. Is all I'm saying.
I have a Zorin 18, and it runs so far. It runs anything that runs on Windows. There's no program that I used that doesn't run on it. So,
but native programs will run better. Programs that are native for Linux will run better, and while that's gotten better over the years.
I have some good alternatives for the programs I use, but the most important, the Ivy animation works on Linux.
Yeah, there's also tools called OpenTunes, I think, and Blender, which have native Linux versions.
I'm 71. I'm way too old to learn Blender, but I have someone I know very well who is doing that for me.
Doesn't the commander use Blender?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
I mean, I've used Blender because it has a really good video editor built into it. Before OpenShot became available, that's what I used on Linux.
You know, I have never used a complex video editor. I used a very old version of Magic's Movie Maker, and that has everything in it that I want. And if you get the newer versions, all these older things that I love so much are gone.
Well, I was going to say OpenShot is much easier to use than the Blender's editor, but it is a really good video editor.
Yeah, OpenShot is what I have on Linux.
Doesn't DaVinci Resolve have a Linux
Blender
version?
I think so.
Yeah.
I use DaVinci Resolve.
DaVinci
myself.
Resolve is awesome.
It is. It is very good.
I've
it's
never
multi-platform.
I've never
It won't run on
used-
anything.
Never used what, Commander?
I've never used Blender's video editor for anything complex.
It's just for a while, that's really all that I knew that was available that was easy to get on Linux. Because it was already in the repository. It didn't require like messing around with like adding things to the repository or running on decompressing a tarball and installing it that way.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of software I don't need since I don't do animation.
But if you watch my videos, there's some things I done in that really, really simple video editor. It has everything. It has keyframing. It has blue screen, green screen, every type of screen, for a chroma key that you want. And yeah, I have done everything with it. I made special effects. Well, not with spaceships flying by and warping it away. I've done it all in that editor.
Actually, I've got a really cool effect, actually just chroma keying like my wall, because it was all white. I didn't realize this would happen, but it's like in the video, I ended up like looking like something like a ghost in it. Just because the way it worked, it's like, I didn't intend this, but this was cool.
And you know what I like about Magix? I can splice music together without anyone noticing it. It is better than a music editor, and it is a video editor. It is just amazing. But every series, every upgrade, every new issue after 2016 has become worse. A lot of these nice functions came in, and you can do everything like to make like what I hate the most is like make playlists, create program. Like I don't want that. I want to edit a video, and that's why I still use the old version. And OpenShot is quite similar to what I now use. It has also the same functions that I want.
Well, I do have Adobe Premiere Pro right now, but that's
that is way too complicated for me. And like I said, don't have time of life to learn that all.
Hello, Beck.
You will never use most features in a program like Adobe Premiere Pro unless you're like a professional video editor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good enough. It's like if you have the Creative Suite, it just like you can like open up your audio in Premiere and edit it. It's a little bit easier than like trying to
Hello, Beck.
extract it. Yeah, but you know, the audio editor in Magix is a complete audio editor. You can do everything on it.
I'm just
you
saying,
can just leave away the video track, and you can do only audio edit on it on like 16 or 24 tracks in a video editor.
I'm not saying it's not a good programming.
You can do that.
Can I finish?
You can do that with other things.
I'm just saying it's a little bit easier than that, just extracting the audio and opening it up in Audacity. It's not that much different. It's just a little bit easier.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to do essentially the same thing in Audacity you're going to do in Audition to the audio. Like remove noise, try to remove the echoey.
Everything of that is also in Magix. Because Magix started...
I didn't say it wasn't.
Magix started as an audio
I'm not
editor.
comparing software.
They made the video editor on top of the audio editor, and this is why I like it so much.
Great, and I'm just saying,
they added video thing to it, and it later became to a video editor. Yeah,
actually, Ned, let's switch topics here. I have something I think I'm going to show you, and you can give me your opinion since this is your actual area of expertise. Give me a second, though.
She wasn't really feeling up to being able to do public stuff. Well, while we're waiting, let's see what I can find here. Here we are. A vicious pig attack.
Oh no!
No, Yamaha.
Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked.
How refreshing. Okay,
I
well,
had
it's
one of these
approaching.
actually, of these Yamaha guitars.
It's approaching 5 o'clock here, and I gotta go. But it's been nice talking with y'all. I'll see you around.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
So,
bye.
This is an F335.
Yeah.
It's what I've been learning to play on since I couldn't find any ukulele tutors.
Okay.
And the goal was to learn to play an instrument.
You know me.
Now, did I do the correct thing by just picking out the guitar by listening to its sound when I played it, knowing nothing about guitars?
Prepare. You know me. This is my baby.
Well, this is the only guitar I have, so.
This is a Spanish guitar, and it's the only one I can play really good since I broke my wrist. You can do everything on it,
That is very good. But since my goal is not to be a professional musician, was this a good beginner guitar, the Yamaha F335, or?
Well, I'm more like a glorified amateur.
I was going to say my goal isn't to be a professional. Was just to learn to play an instrument. So.
Yeah, but this is. I can play a lot of stuff by myself without. I don't need bands behind me. I can do everything in one piece, in one setting. I'll just do the
answered my question, though. Is it a good beginner's guitar, or do you not know?
What?
Was this a good choice for a beginner guitar, or did you not know? And did I do the right thing by picking out?
Yeah, Yamaha is a good guitar.
And did I do the right? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Only I don't really like these dreadnought big cases, these big bodies, because and when I use it for an evening, it starts to hurt because they're just too big. But the sound is magnificent.
Well, I just when I went to the music shop, I just played the guitars to see which one I liked, see which sound I liked the best.
I bought this one. I wanted to have the same as my cousin has, but I got this one, but for 160 euros. And then I came in the music shop for a few years later, and you said, "Do you know what happened? You have a $900 guitar or 900 euro guitar. They sent the wrong one."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is relatively new, but it's fine.
Oh, this guitar is now 20 years old,
and
it also had the headstock also had been broken off. I don't know if you can see it, but I repaired it here.
No, I can't see, but either you did a good repair job or it's hard to tell. It could just be video resolution, so.
You can see it. But I repaired it, and it is always in tune, and it is my baby.
But yeah, it's like when I got a chance to play the instructor's electric guitar, I'm like, okay, this seems to be easier to play. It's like,
okay.
He has a really cool steampunk-looking electric guitar that he's painted himself and put a CD player into just to make it look more like industrial.
Really?
That he has that, yes.
I forgot how heavy this thing is.
Is that his keyboard?
You're bringing a keyboard.
This is the Roland with where the cola went over.
Wow, well, I don't know. I never took apart my mother's Yamaha. Actually, she did have a Yamaha keyboard. Now that I think about it.
You can see it.
I mean,
and I got it for free because it didn't work.
Well,
and now I'm afraid to use it because I'm too afraid that it's still not functioning good.
Well, you can either fix it or destroy it, and either way, I don't think well, if you've got it working somewhat now, you've probably lost something, but if it's not playing music, you haven't lost anything.
But the electronics is fine. If I put a MIDI keyboard on it, I can just play on it. But it is the keyboard itself, the keys itself.
It's the actual physical contacts.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And they're all sticky still, too.
If I put I have this old, this other thing. I don't know if I can find it.
Seems like.
Oh, yeah.
So are the keys sticking, or are they just sticky? I don't know. I mean, I won't fix it, so.
Like this.
Some of them aren't working. So it's partially electrical, partially sticky.
And I can put it with MIDI. I can put it on that. But this thing misses the action of the piano keys. It is, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
My
mother tried to teach me to play the piano.
I have more musical instruments than I have numbers in my IQ.
She tried, it never took. I can still pick out the keys, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But I also do recall she did at one point have a Yamaha keyboard that she was very proud of.
I already shown you this one. This is my smallest one.
That's yes, I No, I don't have that brand of harmonica.
I cannot play on the thing. I can pretend it, but I cannot play a single same note on the thing.
But harmonicas are weird instruments because the cheaper they are, the more authentic to the blues sound you're going for they actually are.
Yeah, you can do like oh. You can do a waltz on it or something.
I've left my harmonica. I've left my harmonicas in the other room for a good reason.
And I have one of these things with a I don't even know what the thing is.
Well, you can always also strap a harmonica to the bottom of a car, so it makes this weird noise.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm gonna have to do that to someone.
Just a couple of zip ties. You know.
Where is this thing?
It does make a weird noise, or that's just like a joke.
I don't know. I would love to see this actually done, but harmonicas are not that loud, and I do not know if you'd actually hear it from inside the cab of a vehicle. If you tied it like that.
Oh, it will just sound like this. That's all. When you play all the tones.
You know, we are going to have to buy a piece of shit harmonica from like a discount store and just glue it to the car and see what happens.
I mean, just get a Honer's Blues Band harmonica. They're cheap. Because harmonicas aren't that expensive to begin with.
Well, this is it what you're talking about?
No, that's not a Honer Blues Band. That's
no, but it's a Honer. It's a what is
that
it?
Looks like a chromatic.
It's a Honer Echo. This is it.
But does have a.
That's
not a diatonic harmonica.
No,
and will be more expensive.
I find this thing when I was looking for the other one. I don't know.
I also think that's a chromatic where you can change the key.
Well, apparently it does work.
You know, you can see I cleaned out my, and now I can't find anything.
And you're a little bit on the. So I imagine he probably does know it's there, but
I mean, the problem is when you go backwards, you don't get the draw notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe if you go fast enough, he might.
Oh, sorry, I can't find it. The chromata is what it's called. The Honer chromata. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was briefly toying with the idea of getting an electric guitar, but it's like I don't really need one. Nor do I really need the acoustic. I just wanted to learn how to play an instrument this year.
Yeah.
So, I guess we've running out of things to talk about here. It seems like maybe we should just wrap up here.
I mean, it's almost 5.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, it is after 5.
Start into a show and tell.
All right, Ned, what do you got?
Yeah, what do I got? We're busy arranging a marriage.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's in 2 weeks from now. So this is the premiere of that news on YouTube.
Commander?
He's speechless.
Just getting ready for that. And also, as finding nonsense to make fun of. I have to watch Shenvon twist in the wind trying to explain Donald Trump's disgusting behavior this week regarding himself announcing that he is in fact the Antichrist, Karen, foretold by Daniel, the only thing in the Bible that was actually predicted, the behavior of a Karen.
He cannot be
That's
the
a
Antichrist
Karen
because
joke,
I am.
but it is true. Maybe. I don't know.
He can't be the Antichrist. I am. So.
And there is being composed a song, Ding Dong, the Trump is dead, for the eventuality.
Ding dong, the Trump is dead. He's finally dead.
He needs to hurry up. All right.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how much business bars and alcohol stores are going to do when Trump dies?
Have you seen this?
You know,
this joke?
It's
this joke when the people can come to piss on Trump's grave, but they have to go to Los Angeles because there the row of people starts.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put a toilet on Trump's grave so people don't piss on the grass so much.
Well, I am not comfortable predicting Trump's death, so.
Well, all right. What do you've got, Porpoise?
I am the Sinister Porpoise. When you think of Sinister Porpoises, think of the Sinister Porpoise. If you would like to follow me on YouTube, I'm actually slowly trying to resurrect my old Sinister Porpoise channel. Right now, it's mostly terrible math joke shorts, which surprisingly are more popular than I think they would be. Like, if my career changes and if I have to go back to that try to do it full time, I will probably restart resuming streams. But right now, if you'd like to follow me on social media, the platform I'm posting videos on most often is an app called Clapper. You can download it on your cell phone. There's Android and iOS versions. Unfortunately, unlike TikTok, it doesn't have a web version right now that's very good, even though you can watch videos on the web. And where you can find me is the Mad Computer Scientist. Be excellent to each other, and so long, and thanks for all the fish.
I don't really have much going at the moment. I probably still need to get back to my channels, Mage's Media Musings or Gardens Happen or something. Do something here. I do have my Thursday night 8 midnight showings tomorrow. We'll be going through Death Note if Purple shows up. If not, I guess we'll just have a little get together for a little bit and then head off. So that's all I've got going on myself. And of course, I've been working on my story. So that's it. Well, night, everybody.